Hello and a warm welcome from your host, Shane Phillips, to all the viewers of Crucial Choice, the only show in the world that looks at both careers and higher education. Every week, we look at one career and youngsters who are chasing that career path. Not only do we look at the career, but we also look at study options and options to those options. Crucial Choice is a family show because we believe every family is worried about the career of a young one. Today's Crucial Choice is engineering, and with us are three young budding engineers in the areas of biomedical, computer, and chemical engineering. We're going to explore the do's and don'ts of this career choice and what their study options are. We have Mohammed, Vaishali, and Deep. Mohammed, let's start with you. What grade are you in now, and what are you doing to pursue your goal of becoming a biomedical engineer?
I just finished my IGCSEs and I hope to become a biomedical engineer. Well, of course, my platform is the university which I'm going to be attending, and from there I'll take ahead and I'll go into the field of biomedical engineering and save people's lives.
So what are you doing now to prepare yourself for this? Is it mostly taking sciences, math, calculus? Where does your focus need to be in the short term?
Yes, basically I need to work on my problem-solving skills, which of course I'm good at right now, but I need to improve them because the field of biomedical engineering really requires those skills. And sciences and the math helped me with this, and I hope to continue my studies. And
what is biomedical engineering?
Well, biomedical engineering is the perfect combination between the sciences of biology and engineering to give you a biomedical engineering. So what I will be doing is creating prosthetic limbs and lots of research will be going on, and I'll be finding out like the cures for different diseases and helping out people basically.
Okay, and Vaishali, you want to be a computer engineer, correct?
Yes.
So what are you doing now? Are you programming away, or what is actually the preparation that you need to do? And what grade are you in as well?
I've just finished my high school, which is grade 12 with CBSE exams, and my further courses in computer science would only be in the university, and to become an engineer it would take me 4 years of undergrad and 2 years more of postgrad, and then I reach my goal.
And Deep, you want to be a chemical engineer?
Yes.
And so what grade are you in, and what are you doing to prepare yourself?
I just finished my high school in CBSE curriculum. Okay. And I'm looking forward to go to university for 4 years, undergrad for chemical engineering, and I plan to do a PhD after that, after masters.
Okay.
And plan to do research, and I wanted to do engineering, so chemical engineering gave me a good platform to do that.
Okay, and what are you planning to do research in exactly?
I'm planning to do research in energy generation through solar panels or nuclear reactors.
So where were you born?
I was born in the United Arab Emirates and have been living here ever since.
Vaishali, where were you born?
I was born in Madhya Pradesh, India.
Okay, and when did you come here?
I came here about 15 years back, 15.
And Deep, where
I
are you
was born in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates.
So why is it that you want to become a biomedical engineer?
From the beginning itself, I had set mind that I was going to become a doctor no matter what. And when I was doing my ACTs and my different types of exams, my mom and dad told me that becoming a doctor is too long and it's too much of a tedious job. But then I researched a bit and I found this field called biomedical engineering, which stood out among the other engineering fields to me. I went ahead with it and I learned about it, and I understood that it's a great field. It's very close to medicine, and that I will be helping out doctors myself. So just one step ahead of them. It was really nice.
So Vaishali, how did you decide you wanted to become a computer engineer?
Initially, thinking of career was just like a jigsaw puzzle I couldn't solve. And people, whoever asked me as to what I want to become, everybody got different answers. But later on, my curiosity increased into technology when I saw a horror movie and thought of having the ghost in 3D without the 3D glasses. And that is when I researched and I got to know about a hologram. And I researched on the making, and it took me around 4 to 5 trials to make one.
And Deep, how did you decide you want to be a chemical engineer?
Well, at first I wanted to become a scientist in one of the life sciences fields. But then when I started researching about those majors, they didn't interest me a lot. And that is when I jumped into engineering and found chemical engineering as a profession, which incorporated both the work of scientists and the work of an engineer.
So what is the ACT? Why do you have to take it, and what other exams do you need to take in order to prepare yourself for university?
Most of the time the question is, now what is the difference between ACT and SAT? Well, ACT is it's quite recent. It was developed quite recently, whereas the SAT is quite an old exam. But the difference isn't very huge. It's just that people find it easier, though it's just a myth, that the ACT is a little easier than the SAT, and that's why they go ahead with the ACT.
And what kind of score do you need on your SAT or ACT?
Well, it depends totally on how you want to go ahead. So if you're looking for a scholarship, and if you want to get a really good scholarship, then you have to do really good on your ACTs. So getting a score of about 30 above 30 is a good score.
Out of
Out
what?
of 36.
Out of 36. And Roshali, have you taken your ACT?
Yes, I have taken.
And how long did you need to study for the ACT?
Well, I had spent about 3 to 4 months completely on ACT studies.
And Deep, you have taken the ACT?
Yes, I've taken the ACT. I've also taken the SAT subject tests, which are required if you're entering into an engineering field, into a good university.
Time for a short break, and when we return, we're going to find out what schools these 3 prodigies got into and what challenges lie await for them in just a couple months. So stay with us. Here's a big surprise from one of our co-sponsors of Crucial Choice. 5 scholarships for 5 lucky students valued at $10,000 US each for any student who wants to enroll in one of the foundation or undergraduate programs featured in this show. Terms and conditions do apply. Send us an email at choice@crucialchoice.org and write scholarship in the subject line. Add your name, contact information, and country where you'd like to study. Welcome back. You're watching Crucial Choice, the only show on careers and higher education. In today's show, we just revealed the career choices of 3 wonderful youngsters. And now, Roshali, Muhammad, and Deep are going to tell us which universities they got into, why they chose them, and most importantly, what they had to do to get into them. So Muhammad, which school will you be going to in the spring?
I finally decided to go ahead with the university at Buffalo in New York.
Home of the chicken wing.
Yes.
Roshali, where will you be going?
I've been admitted for fall 2016 in University of Texas at Dallas.
Right, don't mess with Texas. And Deep, where will you be going?
I'll be attending the University of California, Berkeley this fall.
Great, excellent, top schools. So Muhammad, what are the 4 things that you need to do in order to get into a top school?
Basically the standardized tests, and then comes the essays which you have to write for the universities, and then comes the extracurricular activities which are vital in the decision making for the university, and the 4th is your academic results from the schools that you've been studying.
What extracurricular activities did you do? Let's start with Deep.
Community service, sports, leadership activities, and then school competitions and stuff like that.
What did you do for your community service?
Well, I was involved in teaching, removing illiteracy in the villages in India near my hometown, volunteering for the Ramadan charity service.
Roshali, what did you do for extracurricular activities?
I had been learning classical dance, which is Kathak, for the past 6 years. So I have given certain exams, official exams for Kathak, and also I've learned Hindustani classical music, and I've given 2 exams of that too.
So one of the things you have to do is an essay How crucial is that, and how much of a role does it actually play in the selection process?
Well, I think the essay is quite fundamental. I mean, if you don't do that well on your exams and tests, the essay can make up for that. So in the essay, basically, you will be writing about yourself, something related to you. It's not going to be anything that you've never done before or you have never experienced. So the essay helps your profile and brings it out.
My essay was basically on talking about myself as to what all I've done till now and how did I get my interest in computer science and why would I actually go for UTD, which is University of Texas at Dallas.
I noticed that all three of you chose United States of America. Why not, any other region? Why did you pick US?
The universities over there don't focus on rote learning. They focus on a practical approach, and that is what attracted me to go to the US. They explain what challenges you will face in the world, how to solve them.
And so why did you choose Berkeley?
Well, Berkeley was one of the major schools which actually topped the list in chemical engineering in the rankings, and also the number of nationalities which study at Berkeley and the number of students. It's a public university, and so it will give me, the right direction to go in my studies, as well as I'll have a lot of friends from different communities and cultures.
Oh, okay. And why did you choose UTD?
Things are not only related within the classroom, it's also like summer interns from where we can learn more. So everything is not within the class, that's what.
And you, besides the chicken wing, why would you choose University of Buffalo?
Other reasons are that UB is growing. It's growing very at a very tremendous rate, and the international students are very high. It's like it's almost the highest compared to all the states in the U.S. in New York. So the research facilities are very nice. So I hope to continue my research there, and maybe even after I graduate, just help out there and stay.
Vrushali, if you didn't get into UTD, what were your options? What would you have done?
I had applied to around 12 universities, so if not UTD, at least then in one of them or I would have got. If not that also, then probably I would study in Dubai.
Okay, and Deep?
Well, I got accepted into 10 other universities except for UCB. So if I had not got accepted in UCB, then the next probable choice would be another university in the States.
Okay, still in the States for you. And Muhammad?
Well, yeah, I was convinced that no matter what, I gotta go there. So my university, the list that I had for my universities ranged from the top schools where I wanted to and loved to go, and then there were the middle schools where I knew I would get in, and then the lower schools I was sure I was gonna get into. So that's how I structured it.
And they were all in the US?
Yes, all in the US. Yes.
And you were all in the US?
Yes.
And all in
Same.
the US. So Deep, how much does it cost, ballpark, for an international student in the United States of America?
Well, the average cost of tuition and staying over there costs about $50,000 to $75,000 per year.
So if you look back at what you've done now, the process, you've crossed the first hurdle, you got in the university. When you look back at the process you went through, is there anything you would have done differently?
The first thing I would have done is choose one standardized test and plan for the rest, which activity you're going to do when and which standardized test you're going to take when. The mistake I made was I took the ACT and the SAT both. Well, I didn't choose between them. If I would have chosen one and just focused on that, I would have got a better score. And the other mistake I made was that I started a bit late, like at the end of my 11th grade. The thing is that you should start at least at the start of 11th grade for a smooth process, so that you don't get overburdened with pressure. So in 12th grade, before my board exams, I was overburdened with applying to universities, finishing my essays, doing more activities.
Vrushali, you're nodding your head.
Well, because I've kind of done the same mistake. I gave SAT as well as ACT. It was actually really time consuming. Had I only focused on ACT, then I would have got even better score. I actually focused on SAT as well as ACT.
Well, I'll just say that having some guidelines or somebody to help you out is very, very good. It helps you out. And basically, if you do it alone, it's not going to be easy at all. So having like a tutor or somebody who's there with you all the time, seeing everything that you do, checking your essays, is very important.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your journey so far with us, and we look forward to watching your careers blossom as you move forward. So thank you for being on Crucial Choice.
Thank you too.
Thank you for giving us this opportunity as well.
Coming up, we'll be finding out what do you do if you don't have $75,000 to go to the United States of America. Can you still become an engineer? What are your options and what are the other schools offering? So stay with us for more stimulation on education with Crucial Choice. Here's a big surprise from one of our co-sponsors of Crucial Choice. 5 scholarships for 5 lucky students valued at $10,000 US each for any student who wants to enroll in one of the foundation or undergraduate programs featured in this show. Terms and conditions do apply. Send us an email at choice@crucialchoice.org and write scholarship in the subject line. Add your name, contact information, and country where you'd like to study. Hello and welcome back to Crucial Choice. Before the break, we heard the stories of 3 students who are going to go study biomedical, chemical, and computer engineering in the United States of America. The average cost for each one is $75,000 per year. Like I said, is there a cheaper option available? Well, let's watch this video from Manipal University. They have some serious courses in engineering and social sciences. And yes, they're quite reasonably priced.
BSc Biotechnology is a highly interdisciplinary program which provides an excellent opportunity for students to make a promising career in this field. And it was in fact introduced with the objective of equipping students, of empowering them with the right kind of knowledge, the skill sets, and also the latest developments, because that's something which is very crucial in this field, that they need to have the latest developments in this frontier science. It has been tailor-made by a group of experts who have seen to the necessity of being able to satisfy the requirements of both the industry and the academia. Once a student has successfully completed this program, he gets an overall exposure of the finer aspects, of the finer techniques, of the finer concepts of biotechnology. He understands their applications, and more importantly, he understands the potential, which is very massive. And this he does through his knowledge of bioinformatics, of agriculture, of medicine, and of the environment. There are plenty of career options. Our very own students have found placements with some of the leading industries here, like pharma, R&D, genetics, healthcare management, and so on.
Manipal University has been life-changing for me. It's a multicultural university and I get to meet many different types of people. Our professors are always supportive and motivate us in everything that we do. And I get a hands-on experience every day studying in our laboratories.
This is supposedly a very new field, but the kind of promise it holds to students and the number of students who are attracted to coming and joining in this program kind of defies the idea that it is new. It's like it's been there, and no wonder why it is so popular.
Australia and the UK are popular destinations as well. We're speaking with Alexander Christou from the Sheffield International College in the UK. She recommends a foundation year before going to university. And a foundation year does have its advantages. Let's find out.
I think coming to the International College ahead of studying at the university provides our students with a real step up. Coming to us enables students to feel settled, to know the city, to know the university, to know how to access resources, and enables them to feel very much a part of the city and the university when they start their degree. So it kind of gives them a bit of a head start in terms of enabling them to feel that they are integrated and very much a part of the university from the outset. Students come from very diverse backgrounds, and their educational experience is different in their home country than the experience that they might have if they are a student in a British school going to a British university. And that experience is a good experience, but it's different. We've spent a lot of time working very closely with the university to develop the programs that we have on offer. It's been a fantastic collaborative project. We've worked with 33 departments across the university to develop the curriculum such that students coming to the Pathway College will be studying a course of modules that will prepare them really well for their undergraduate degree or their pre-master's degree. And that course is a combination of things. It's a combination of subject knowledge, academic skills and English skills for university study, integrated, so that the techniques and the skills that students will need for effective academic practice will be there when they arrive at the university to start their degrees.
Now let's speak with Jenny Hayes, who believes that a foundation year can be beneficial for someone joining a foreign university. Jenny, why do you feel a foundation program is so beneficial?
A pathway program's a road into university for students who don't make direct entry. They can use that to prepare themselves for the skills they need to study at university and a guaranteed entry on completion of that pathway program to the course they want to do at university.
Jenny, what are the programs you offer? And many people feel that doing a foundation year is a waste of a year, a loss of a year. How do you respond to that?
Our diploma programs at Flinders International Study Centre are the Diploma of Commerce and the Diploma of Science. The Commerce Diploma leads into Business and Commerce degrees, and the Science Diploma leads into Engineering degrees at Flinders University. Successful completion of those diplomas guarantees entry into selected degrees at Flinders University. In addition to that, our students get 1 year of credit towards their undergraduate degree, so that they effectively start at the beginning of second year.
What is the world ranking of Flinders University?
Flinders International Study Centre provides a direct entry into Flinders University courses, and Flinders University is rated in the top 2% of universities worldwide, so students can gain a world-class degree.
Well, Jenny, thank you for joining us on Crucial Choice, and we look forward to connecting with you again.
Thanks very much for having me. Make sure if you need other information, you go to our website.
And with that advice from Jenny Hayes, we'll have to end this episode of Crucial Choice. Tune in next week as we look at more careers and their study options. I'm your host, Shane Phillips, saying bye for now.